we had a bad experience with AT&T here. They actually they're supposed to charge me $24 for my service. They charged me $54 and they went up to $74. We're on the air. How about that one? And it's under contract.
Yeah, that's something.
It's under contract. Now, and we had people call, and people not just call us, but tweeted on our chat room, and they actually had the same kind of bad, poor experience of AT&T, Sprint, Verizon. They all doing this. Why are these phone companies, Sprint, Wireless, AT&T doing this stuff to small business owners? A double charge and then service charge, and then doing hitting charges and call it service fees. How can they get away with that? That's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know how they're getting away with it. You know, they're regulated by the Federal Trade Commission.
Right.
So maybe people need to start reporting them.
Well, I'm a case number. We're going to read that off the air, by the way. I got a case number. It's CM2016053_114605769. That's the service customer. That's my claim number that I got from AT&T. Claim number. Once again, the claim number. I'm going to repeat that again one more time for the people listening. CM2016053_114605769. What do you make of that claim number? What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's something else, isn't it?
So we got a claim number. So you know, it's just this is kind of stupidity is happening right now over this country. And like I said, these companies are they think they can get away with it because we're independent, we're small, and because they think that we provide a service, which we do. Number one. Number two, they should give us service because we're giving them airtime. Is that right?
Right.
That's the way it's supposed to work, right?
That's absolutely correct.
So
explain to the audience again, Mark, what we're talking about here, in case people are just kind of wondering.
Right.
AT&T.
Right. AT&T, like I said, they're overcharges against my account. That's what they were. The overcharges, and I had a dispute over this, and I have the receipts. I have everything there. We even talked with Ashley over at AT&T, and it would only charge us $24 for the activation of switching accounts, and then we get a service charge of $54, and then it went up to $74 during the conversation. The phone conversation, and that's all.
No, it's not unusual. It's not unusual for companies to do this. They do it all the time. I remember that Sprint got caught into a big thing about that with long-distance calling. Cable companies do this all the time with little charges, and they add on the stuff, and one minute your bill is $5, the next minute your bill is $100. And a lot of people just say, oh, they don't have time to fight it.
Right.
But some people do, and they're counting on you not fighting the charges.
Guess what? We put them on the air. We spent over an hour doing that, and do you think $5,000 is a good invoice for AT&T? How about that? We got a $5,000 invoice. Do you think that's the right thing to do? We have the address too as well. Corporate address is in Dallas, Texas. We do have their address. We got from Jay from a former AT&T representative. He quit, by the way. He quit. He went on to Sprint, and now he's leaving Sprint because he's dealing with the same kind of shenanigans that AT&T's doing to customers now, and he doesn't like it either. Jay doesn't like it either. It's interesting what's happening, isn't it, in this country, isn't it? Isn't it?
Absolutely, it's correct. It is really interesting.
I just don't understand what is the problem. Why are these Fortune 500 companies so corrupt nowadays? I mean, even here's another one, Comcast. By the way, Comcast. This is from Larry. By the way, Larry says that I don't. He said, "Don't reveal my last name." So there he says that Comcast. Comcast gave was supposed to be a $24 bill for internet, the internet, just for the internet only, and they charged him $125. How is companies getting away with this?
Well, they're trying. Not to say they're necessarily doing it or succeeding, but it does sound like they're desperately trying to get away with it.
Why?
It's all up to the American people to fight back against these corporations for overcharging and double dipping.
Well, guess what? We like I said, we caught AT&T the hand of the cookie jar, and we have a contract here that's under $24. It's supposed to be $20, $20 a month, and they're charging us $74 now, and it's under contract. That's a violation of the contract, isn't it? Contract law. I can take in the small claims court, couldn't I? I can do that, right?
Well, a lot of people seem to tend to get together. Sometimes lawyers will pick it up, and then they'll basically do a class action lawsuit against the company. But my guess is I would file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission and let them know what's going on.
Okay. Okay. So I would do that. The Federal Trade Commission. Then, do you have a number for me, or just look it up, or where do you find it?
It would be under the Federal Trade Commission under their website.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
People that regulate all kinds of things. They regulate overcharging for price of deals. They regulate people that are ripping off the community.
Really?
Sometimes you might get action out of them, sometimes you don't. But people start filing complaints and they're more aware, then, it starts building a case.
Right. That's interesting because, Federal Trade Commission, boy, that's something I'm glad, I am so happy to have you on today. I really am, because, you're giving us information we would not normally get otherwise. It's good for us.
Oh, absolutely. I agree, Mark. The problem is with this stuff here with AT&T, it's horrible the way that they charge people double dip. They've done it with long distance first. That was originally AT&T, MCI, Sprint. All these long distance telephone company services were charging people through the roof with
right.
all this expenses. Now looks like you caught them in something else again with their hand in the cookie jar, huh?
Yeah, I sure did. And we call them on it, and we called it. We put our testimony on the air. We give them everything we have, and we put it all out there. That's what we did. We put everything out on put everything out there because we have nothing to hide. We did everything correctly. We have nothing to hide, and we expose it. So we did. We spent over an hour on the phone, and now we're going to give them an invoice of $5,000. Is that reasonable? You think that's reasonable? Instead of going to a small claims court and get a shark for $100,000, because we can actually get $100,000 out of this company. We can do it. We have it. We know we can do. I know we can do it, but I really don't want to pay the lawyer fees, or because the lawyer's going to take his cut. Over 70%. They do that, and I want to know from you, would that be a thing to do this?
Well, that's why I said file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission, because they'll take your case. And they'll go from there.
Okay. All right. What do you think the Better Business Bureau also, if I take it to the Better Business Bureau, do you think it would do that too? Because I remember.
Well, the Better Business Bureau depends on which area you live in.
Right.
We don't have a national Better Business Bureau from what I'm familiar with.
Right.
That's why I would take it to the Federal Trade Commission.
Okay.
I can't think of any other options other than to contact the main corporation and file a complaint that way.
Well, guess what? We didn't file it. We actually put on the air, so we exposed it.